Morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see if we get the camera turned around right here. A little dark out here this morning, ain't it? Let's see here. There we go. Gonna be a little dark on the camera this morning, because I'm out here in the dark land. Let's see. Trying to get this figured out this morning. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. There's the camera. Got to get it going there for a minute. I apologize about that. What's going on, Juan? What's up, buddy? How you doing? He said, get that money. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, November 30th, and this is Shawn Talks Trucking. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. If y'all are new to the channel, my name is Shawn, and I am a driver at Rosedale Transport, and I train new drivers. The last couple the weeks I've been in the office. I had a situation happen in my family, and I am now working in the office this morning, or these next few weeks, next few months, next few years. I'm not sure how long I'll be in there, but working inside. So right now I am driving from my personal car. I'm not in the big truck. So if y'all see me like in a minute when I get in the interstate and I get in the left lane, it is what it is. Good morning, Dave. What's up, John? What's going on? John's watching from Dalton, Georgia. Juan's in the house. What's up, buddy? What's up? All right, good deal, good deal. Juan said he clicked on it by accident. What's up, buddy? Well, welcome to the channel. Like I said, I'm a trainer at Rosedale Transport, and I'm an over-the-road trainer. Been driving for about 16 years. Right now, I'm working as a fleet administrator at the trucking company, so I'm in my personal car driving. And it's something I started to do a couple days ago because I hadn't got to do my trucking vlogs. Is hey, what's up, IMA77's in the house. Something I started doing a few days ago is I'm going to start a show every morning at 6 a.m. and I'm going to do it live every morning. If you catch it in the morning, you catch it in the evening, let me know in the comments when you watch it later on. I mean, yesterday, for example, on the way in, I had like 13 people watching, but by the end of the day, 250 people watched it. So it's going to be a trucking show that I'm going to do every morning. And we're going to talk about different subjects so I can continue helping you, teach you what the CDL school don't teach you. I might not be doing the vlogs, but I am going to have this trucking show every morning called Shawn Talks Trucking. Hopefully it'll grow. Also remember, if you're new, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a thing called Trucker Sunday. It's where I pull over wherever I'm at and I bring you the Word of God, read you some Bible, and encourage you to get through the week and doing the right thing like we should be taught and should be doing. So I do bring you Bible every Sunday. So make sure y'all join me live for that. That's every Sunday at 10 o'clock. John Stratton watching early this morning from Fort Worth. I'm watching from Wisconsin this morning. So anyway, this morning I got a special show for you. Special thing we're going to talk about. It's something that John actually, John is watching there, Faro Trucking Logs. He wanted me to talk to y'all about winter driving, okay? You know, driving a truck in winter conditions can be challenging and it can be potentially dangerous. So here are my top 10 things that all truck drivers should know about driving in the winter. There's a lot of things you need to know, but driving in the winter, you definitely know about this. Hey, 1911, what's going on? He said, my dream is to become a trucker in life. However, I think due to something else, I don't have money for CDL license, and I'm here at New York Eastern Standard Time. Hey, appreciate you watching, buddy. Well, hopefully you can become your dream. If you ever do get your CDL, come down to Rosedale Transport. Maybe I can be the one to train you, big dog. But if I miss y'all's comments while I'm driving, again, I'm driving my personal car, so it's kind of hard to read the comments, but I will get back with y'all on the comments. All right. So what we're going to talk about today are my 10 things all truck drivers should know before driving in the winter. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. But before I get started, I do want to say a couple things this morning. I want to say thank y'all for watching the channel. I appreciate all y'all who've carried us. We've been doing it for a little over a year. September's a year. We're now to 50,000 subscribers. All I want to do is help y'all. So thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate everybody that watches and logs in. Right now we got 9 people watching. We got 4 likes. So that's almost, that's right at half of y'all. So I appreciate the thumbs up and appreciate the likes. Also, I want to say a special thanks to JoJo out of Maryland. He donated under the super chat $3 yesterday. Thank you so much. $3 means a lot these days. So I want to let you know I appreciate that. Every penny that's just donated on the super chat or gave me, I'm going to call out your name and say I appreciate it, because I do. So thank you, JoJo from Maryland, for that $3. That means a lot. Good morning, North Carolina. All right, so here we go. Driving in the winter. The number one thing that you should do. This may seem simple, but this is the truth. And I thought about this for a minute. Is you need to make sure before you get on the road right now that your truck is ready. Before winter arrives, you want to ensure that your truck is in good working condition. Okay, especially in the wintertime. The wintertime is can be dangerous, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, I know a lot of people are worried about it right now. A lot of people are worried about the winter. Listen, I'm over 1 million mile safe driver. I've driven a lot of winters, but you've got to make sure. The number one thing is going to make sure you check your tires. You got good grips on your tires. That's a good thing to have. Make sure you're not riding around with no bald tires. Make sure you got the tread depth right, especially in the winter. You might have got away with it some in the summer, but you won't get away with it this winter. So make sure your tires are good. Are you checking those brakes? You don't need no brakes locking up on you in the wintertime. You want to make sure your brakes are working right. You want to make sure that all your lights on that truck is working. You say, well, Shawn, I always do that. You always need to do it, of course, but especially this winter. Make sure all your lights are working, okay? Make sure your heating system's working. Is your defrost working? If it's not working properly, you need to get it fixed, because I'm telling you, when it gets cold, the windshield wipers start freezing over, you're going to wish you had a good working defrost. So make sure your defrost and your heat are working, okay, y'all? That's very important. Make sure everything's functioning properly. You want to make sure you're using winter grade fuel. What I mean by that is make sure that you're putting stuff in your fuel so it doesn't gel up. You understand? Rosedale Transport has plenty of that inside for free. You can get it at Dispatch. It's anti-gel stuff, especially when you get there below 0. That way you don't get stuck and you don't get broke down, okay? Now here at Rosedale, we don't drive with chains. We don't drive with chains. We believe that, if you got to drive with chains, you should be driving. But we do a lot of stuff out here. We don't really go over the Rockies. Now, if you're going out west, once you pass the Rockies, it is law that you got to have chains on the truck. So make sure, you're going out that way and you cross over the Rockies. It doesn't matter if it's snowing. It can be 50 degrees, 60 degrees outside. Between October and May, I believe it is, you've got to have chains on the truck, period. So make sure that you have some of those if you're going out west and you go past the Rockies, okay? Very important that you do that. I just wanted to remind y'all of that. All right, number 2. If you just joined me live, we're talking about the 10 things this morning that all truck drivers should know about driving in the winter. Number 1 was prepare your truck. Number 2 is monitor the weather, okay? You got to stay informed about the weather conditions along your route. You got to check forecast and road conditions. You got to do that regularly and be prepared to adjust your plans if severe weather is expected. You got to be ready to change on a dime if something happens. So you're watching your weather. You see a storm coming. It's coming in hard. It's a big snow. You might want to get out of there. If you can't get out of there, you might want to go ahead and find you a safe place to park. Make sure you got some old chili in the truck, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that, you're ready for it, and let it blow over. Sometimes you got to let stuff just blow over and just get back on the road the next day. It happens. Know when to go, know when to say no. That is the big thing. Sorry about that, y'all. Hit the gas there and my phone fell down. I haven't used the phone on my dash because I don't have a dash camera. I don't have a stand for it. So, anyways, all right, number 3, all right, is just slow down. Okay, in winter, roads are often slick. Visibility can be, restricted due to snow. So make sure, ice and fog. So make sure you're driving at a safe speed that allows for increased stopping distance, you know what I'm saying? And better reaction times. That's the thing. You got to keep your following distance. Make sure you stay back from people. You cannot be a super trucker tailgate. You shouldn't do that anyway, y'all. But make sure, especially in the wintertime, you're keeping your following distance, because you never know when that is going to get slick out there. So that's what survived me all these years, is I didn't ride next to somebody. I didn't ride behind somebody. I stayed way away from everybody. I didn't like it. Did not run in packs. So, there's been times that I hit ice. I've come in the jackknives before, but there was nobody around me, and I try to keep it that way. So minimize your time. Now, you can't always do that, but try your best to minimize every chance you get by keeping away from people. And I'm not trying to scare you. There's nothing to be afraid of. You just got to educate yourself, okay? All right, so you should definitely know about that. All right. And I want to throw in one more thing, since we're talking about jackknifing. It's not something I was going to talk to you about this morning, but let's say, for example, y'all know what to do in a jackknife. I'm going to give you a CDL tip here. If a jackknife is coming over, and you're looking in your driver's side mirror, and your trailer's coming around, do y'all turn left or right? Anybody know? Somebody let me know in the comments. If the trailer is coming around on your driver's side, which way do you turn? Does anybody know? You turn into it. So if it's coming around on the left, you're right. You turn into it. If you look on your passenger side, it's coming on the passenger side, you turn to it. Now, what happens is we automatically see that. Instinct tells us to lock them brakes up. That is the worst thing that you can do, is lock them brakes up. You hit them brakes, that trailer's gonna come around fast, you're gonna be jackknifed quick. Two things you can do. All right, I've been taught, you hit the gas. Now, you don't want to hit it too hard, because it could be on ice. That's according to your jackknifing, but you want to accelerate and turn into it. That gets your truck back and it winds it back. One time I was coming to Missouri, I came over the hill and I was getting it. I worked for Heartland Express. I hit some black, it wasn't snowing or nothing, but there was some black ice on the road. And I come over the hill, hit that black ice, and I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened. I kind of freaked out a little bit, but I didn't hit my brakes. I was able to turn into it and accelerate a little bit, and just Jesus. I come around, and that jackknife trailer was all the way to my left. I could see all the way down it perfectly. It was right here at my side. There was a four-way intersection with nobody there, and I came through it and it straightened up. And you know what? I had to go check my drawers. You know what I'm saying? I might have a little poo-poo in my diaper. You know what I mean? Like, it was, whoa. I'll never forget that morning that I did that. So, jackknives are real. They happen in the rain. They happen out here for a lot of reasons. One reason is I was going too fast for conditions. The road was freezing over. It was cold outside. It rained the night before. And there was ice spots in the road. And I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't taking it serious. I was going way too fast. So, like I said, slow down. That's what you want to do. So you just joining me live. We are talking about how to be ready for winter and steps that you can do to protect yourself while you're driving, okay? All right, so the first one is prepare your truck. Second one was monitor the weather. Third one, slow down. And then the fourth one right here is maintaining your following distance. You got to keep that greater distance between the truck and the road, man. You know what I'm saying? So especially careful when you're driving on them, all right? Reduce your speed and avoid any sudden movements when crossing. Y'all know I always talk about driving smooth. You know what I'm saying? Be smooth, driver. Big Rob Jensen in the house. Good morning, buddy. What's up? You on home time. Appreciate you watching, man. We're doing a little live this morning talking about weather driving. Doing lives on my way to work, on the way to Dalton every morning. I got a new show that I started. I'm going to do it every morning at 6 a.m., around 6. It's going to be Shawn Talks Trucking, and it's going to be like a podcast. And we're going to talk about different things Monday through Friday. On my way into work, I'm going to try to teach, because I love training people and I love teaching. I haven't got to do my vlog, so this is a new thing. It's every morning. If you don't get a chance, Rob, to get it in the morning, maybe check it out later on the day. But so we're talking about winter driving and safe things for that. So number 5 is going to be, and Rob Jensen, man, he was one of my trainees I trained a few months ago. And well, it's been longer than that. I don't know, it's been several months. Seems like yesterday, but it's been a minute. It's been at least 3 months, 4 months. But he's running from Georgia to Canada, so he's had his share of the snow. He got trained in properly by himself, I guess. But anyway, number 5 is be cautious on bridge and overpasses. You see, these structures freeze before the rest of the road. Y'all know that, right? So be especially careful when you're driving on them. Reduce your speed and avoid sudden movements when crossing them. You say, why does overpasses? Anybody know why overpasses freeze before the road does and bridges? Anybody know? I want to give you a chance in the comments. Somebody let me know if you know why the bridge will freeze before. Or why overpasses? Why do they freeze? Does anybody know in the comments? Wind's possible. That's possible. But what it is well, that's true. It does have something to do with the wind. What it is there's no ground under it. There's no installation. So, with the ground, it's got installation under it. It can kind of warm it up. But with the bridge and overpasses.
In half a mile, keep right to stay on Highway 53 East.
Sorry, my GPS is going to start talking to me in a minute because we're making some turns. I apologize, but I can't talk over that lady. She just keeps talking on and on and on. She don't listen. I get it. I listen, Linda. I know where I'm going. I don't even want to listen to it. But your bridges, they freeze over. So whatever I'm driving, and especially in wintry
conditions. Keep right to stay on Highway 53 East, then turn right onto South Calhoun Bypass.
Sorry, y'all. She's going to tell me a couple times. I'm just going to have to be quiet for a minute. Once I turn here, it's going to say she's going to...
Turn right onto South Calhoun Bypass.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got anything else to say, lady?
Continue for 5 miles.
Anything else? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we got 5 miles where she talks again. So anyway, Thomas Morgan's in the house. What's up, bud? Stay away from Lowe's off 95 in South Georgia. Cold coffee and no showers. Oh, the Loves. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about over there in, what part of Georgia is that? I cannot think of the name of it. I just said it yesterday. It's South Georgia. What's the name of that? Thomas? God. Brunswick, Georgia, ain't it? Yeah, I think it's Brunswick, Georgia. Well, there's a couple of them. There's one in Brunswick, too. It's according to which 95, which there's a couple of there. But good morning, Thomas Morgan. So, yeah. Bridge. So whenever I'm driving and I come across in the wintertime and it's got icy conditions, the road might not have black ice on it, but when I go a bridge, I take my foot off the accelerator, I take my foot off the brakes, and I kind of coast across every bridge. I don't use my cruise control going across those bridges because they will freeze, and I've seen a lot of trucks, man. I was dedicated. Tifton, there you go. Good job, Faro Trucking. You're right, Tifton, Georgia. Well, Tifton's the one on 75. He's talking about South Georgia on 95. What's up, Craig McKinney? Craig McKinney got him a brand new Pete at the truck company yesterday, the day before yesterday, and guess what? He's broke down. I'm not laughing at you, Craig. It's talking about it, but he's got a little issue with the wiring or something. I've got 80,000 miles on that Pete, so hopefully they'll figure it out. But he did notice it, thank God. He was driving, and he noticed he didn't have a blinker, and he pulled over, and then none of his lights started working his trailer. So he swapped trailers, thinking it was just that. It don't matter what trailer he does it to, and he called roadside out, and they said he's got to go to Pete. So y'all pray for Craig this morning that he gets everything worked out. Let's lift him up in our prayers and make sure. I don't mean to laugh at him, but I'm just, sometimes you just got to dang laugh and cry. But Craig's been going through it lately, so let's lift Craig up, make sure he gets that fixed and gets back on the road. You know what I mean? But let's pray for everybody these days. Thomas Morgan, you don't get Thanksgiving pay. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so you can't get Thanksgiving pay, Thomas Morgan. I'm just playing with you, buddy. Yeah, it should be like that. It should be this week, I thought, or either might be next week. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. Yeah, but you were asking for it. That's right. Yeah, Craig got it. Craig got on the list, I think, before you did. Rob Jensen said a few months back, before I started doing the Canada runs, I had the coldest shower ever at Love's. Had to take it Navy style. They say you're driving, they say taking a shower in the cold is actually really good for you. It's hard for me to do, but they say it gets your blood flowing. That, you know, warm showers slow it down, and cold showers speed everything up. It's supposed to speed your metabolism up, but man, I don't know, bro. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Definitely. So, you just joining me live. We're talking about winter driving tips, and we're talking about bridges. Number 6 on my list is going to be use caution. I kind of went over this a while ago, but use caution when you're passing or being passed. Yeah. When you're if you're overtaking a vehicle, or let's say you're being overtaken by another vehicle, be aware that, you know, snow and slush, it can make it harder to maintain control, especially if your truck. So make sure you signal your intentions early and give other vehicles plenty of space, but make sure you're giving them time. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Clean the snow off. Yes, I'm gonna get to that too in a minute. That's also important. But that's a good point, Thomas. But yeah, use extra caution when you're driving, y'all. Make sure you're using extra caution when you're going around somebody. Just be careful. The best thing to do is just stay away from everybody. And that's exactly what I was telling y'all earlier. Okay, number 7 is going to be watch for black ice. You know, black ice is nearly invisible layer of ice. It forms on the road. It forms on the road surfaces. It's very slippery, y'all, and it can catch you off guard. So be especially cautious. Okay, like I said, in shaded areas, bridges and overpasses, that's where that black ice is going to be a lot of times. So be extra cautious when you're going over those areas. All right. But again, nothing to be afraid of. God don't give us a spirit of fear, but a peace and sound mind. He just wants you to be prepared so you can do this. And that's why I'm talking about this channel, is being prepared. Dave M says, Shawn, I hope you're not salary. Right now, no, I'm not salary. Right now, I'm hourly. Did I take a pay cut? Yes.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the I-75 North ramp.
On my way, when from what I made driving this year, I'm going to make half of that now. My salary has been, I'd say salary, but you know what, I was paid by the mile before, but I lost about half my pay to come off the road. But I'm not doing it for the money, y'all. Everybody keeps telling me that. They're like, Shawn, how you gonna afford that?
Turn left onto the I-75 North ramp.
That lady keeps talking. Everybody's like, Shawn, you can't afford that. Shawn, you know, how are you gonna be able to, you know, this, that, and that, and that? And you know what? It's true. I got to cut back everything. I mean, thank God I've worked hard, and, you know, my car's paid for, and, you know, we try to manage money the best we can. Our savings is not there, but, you know, I had to bury my mom and things like that, but it happens. So, yeah, I'm losing a big pay cut. So people keep asking me that question.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-75 North.
It's not all about money, y'all. It's right now, the reason I came off the road, and just so y'all don't know, I've been driving for 16 years, but I came off the road a few weeks ago. My mom died right around Halloween, and she died October 30th. So it's been a month today. She passed away. But she was the caregiver of my father, my grandfather. And she was watching him. He's on hospice. I just lost my mom, and my grandpa, he might have 2 weeks, 3 months, 6
Continue
months.
on I-75 North for 18 miles.
I don't know how long he's got. And I had to move him into my house. He's in my living room. You know, he's got kidney failure, heart failure. He's on a feeding tube. Anybody wonders why I'm in the left lane, I can do it because I'm in my personal car, y'all. But, so we're taking care of him. My wife can't leave the house. She's has to be with him 24 hours a day. So I can't leave 3 weeks at a time and say, hey, I get groceries, be back. I got a son there and everything. So I had to make a decision, had to quit. Like, I had to quit driving. But just for now, will I go back? I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying I will. It's whatever God has in plan. But so I go to my company and I put in my notice, and they didn't want me to leave. So they offered me a position as a fleet administrator right now, assistant coming in and helping. But they got some other potential things that I can grow in the company, and some other things that, you know, I don't want to talk about right now on this live, but there's things that I'm working toward. So yeah, I have to drive an hour and 45 minutes here, and then the evening takes me 2 hours to get home. So I'm driving like 4 hours a day. So yeah, it is rough. But let me tell you, when I get home and my grandfather's sitting up watching TV in the living room, and my wife said, he's been waiting on you to get here. And we go out and let him smoke his pipe, and we talk, you know, that's it before I go to bed. and he's happy. And in the morning, I get up 3 o'clock in the morning, and he tells me good morning. He's waiting to see me. He's happy. I can't throw him in a nursing home, so it doesn't matter about the pay cut. I'm gonna suck it up, Buttercup, and do what I gotta do for my grandpa, because that's what he would do for me. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm trying not to let YouTube go. I'm still running my channels, and I'm still trying to make videos for y'all. But I'm gonna have to do these morning podcasts, and I'm gonna have to check them in later if you can't watch them at 6 o'clock in the morning. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So God's gonna take care of us. God's gonna take care of my family, and I'm not too worried about it. Every day there's, like I said, JoJo yesterday donated $3. That $3 has done a lot. So people donate money and help me out, and I appreciate that. So I appreciate that. But that's the answer of it. So it is what it is. But for y'all keep asking me how am I losing pay, that's why. All right, so let's go back to what we're talking about. We're talking about winter driving here. All right, number 8 is going to be, you need to keep an emergency kit in your truck. In case you break down or you get stranded, make sure you have an emergency kit that includes items like, blankets, a flashlight, extra clothing, food, water, basic tools. Keep your phone charged. Keep your phone charged, out here in the winter. I don't run in the wintertime. I don't go past a half a tank. I've been out in Wyoming before. I've been out there. And I'm like, I'm not going to lose a half. I'm going to have a half tank of fuel because I've been stuck in a blizzard for 3-4 days. And I ain't going to want to run out of fuel. But I keep stuff in the winter that most people wouldn't keep. Like, I got extra blankets. I got little candle things. I've got little hand warmers. I'm prepared, boss. I had overalls. I've got, I still got the bag in my car. Stay prepared, y'all. So that's that. You want to keep food in your truck. Because you know what? You might not be able to get to that Mickey D's, McDonald's to get your cheeseburger and your soda water. That's how bonehead truckers say soda water. You might not can do that. So, do your thing. Be prepared. That's my number 8 tip about driving in the winter. Be prepared. Make sure you got rain boots and snow boots and stuff to keep your feet warm and stuff like that. Number 9 goes back to Thomas Morgan's point is you got to clear the snow and ice from your truck, man, before setting off. Try to remove all snow and ice, especially around the windshields and the hood. Now, kind of hard to get up there on top of that trailer. I think it's very dangerous to get up there on top of that trailer, and snow falls off. If it's really bad on top of your trailer, you might have to call somebody to come out and get it cleared off. When you pick up a trailer that's got 5 foot of snow on it. I've heard of people going over a scale house, and they were legitly underweight. They got in a blizzard, and snow piled up several feet thick on top of their trailer, packed. They went over to scale house and put them overweight. So watch out for that. I've never had that problem, but I mean, it is possible, I guess. So watch out for that. But like Thomas Morgan says, he goes every day, and he told me this, and this is something that I was guilty of not doing, and it's something I need to do now, and I try to teach people now. You got to clean your headlights and taillights. When you see a trailer Thomas Morgan's gotten, because he goes out there every day with Windex, and he cleans his marker lights, the DOT tape, not the marker lights, but what he can reach, the DOT tape, all that's clean. So I knew when I see the trailer that was clean like that, yep, Thomas Morgan must have got a hold of that one. Because he does that, he does a good job, and I think we all should do that. But he told me that, I'm like, you know what, that's really cool, because I do it in the wintertime, but it gets like that too in the summertime too. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I agree with you, Thomas. I 100% agree with you. When it's under 20 degrees, yeah, I agree. And that's going to change. What you're talking about, Thomas, we've got meetings scheduled for that. So don't even worry about that. You just do you. And that stuff right there is going to change. So, anyways. All right. Number 10 is stay informed and be flexible. Weather can be unpredictable. So it's important. It's important you stay informed, y'all, and just be prepared to change your plans in any condition. And it worsens, you know what I mean? Just be prepared. You might be on your way home. You might not get home. That's part of trucking. So just always, safety should be your top priority. The number one asset you can haul is your own ass, all right? It's your only asset because number one. You're hauling that. So please be careful. Get back home to your family. Your wife and children love you. They want you there. You know what I'm saying? But God bless every one of y'all. This morning, I just want to say thank you again for everybody who's supporting on the Super Chats. I want to remind you, Trucker Sundays every morning at 10 a.m. We're going to read the Bible to you. Got to bring a little Word of God every Sunday at 10 a.m. So make sure y'all tune into that. I appreciate all the thumbs up. We got 11 people in here. We got 10 likes. So, hey, it's pretty good. Almost 100%. So I really appreciate that. If you're watching this video later, I'm going to do this every morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might be a few minutes before, might be a few minutes after, but around that time. We're going to do Shawn Talks Trucking, and we're going to do that every day. Appreciate those hearts, Eric. Appreciate that, was that IMA 77? We're going to do this every morning, and I want to try to just continue to teach you things at CDL school when I teach you. So, hey, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Also, I want to remind you that I do have a membership that I offer. You know, there's 2 different memberships. You can subscribe to the channel and you get videos like this every day, but if you subscribe to my membership, I do a couple things. Bonehead Truckers is a good trucking company. They got a channel. Other Truckers, y'all heard of them. They got a good channel. Several good channels on there. They all offer subscriptions. They all offer memberships. But I haven't found one yet to do what I do. If you join my membership, I have 2 of them. But if you join my Trucking Mentor membership, you get my personal phone number. It's not a Google number. It's my T-Mobile number registered to me. And you can call me. Now, I might not have all the answers, but I damn sure know I got another truck driver who knows. I'll call somebody like Thomas or even Rob up there that drives in Canada. There's so many people that watch my channel that I know they got their phone numbers to that I can connect. We have a connection, a network. So join that, become part of the family, and if you ever need anything, call me. You know, if you get yourself in a situation, I'll do whatever I can to help you and your family out, whatever I can do. So get my number. If you can't afford the membership, hey, my email's free, but you can send me an email anyway, and you need me, I'll call you anyway. So, but I do offer that anybody who wants to join the mentorship. If you can't afford it, don't worry about it. Email me, and I'll give you my number anyway. God bless every one of y'all. But before I leave out today, I want to say a prayer this morning. I want to say a prayer for everybody out there that's driving. Everybody's driving this winter, and everybody's families at home. So if you are watching right now, please do not bow your head and close your eyes if you're driving, okay? Don't need that. Let's go into prayer this morning. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus. I want to say thank you for everything you've done in my life, and my family's life. Thank you for everything that you're going to do. I want you to protect all the drivers out there on the road today, ones that are trying to get home to their family, especially this winter. Keep them safe and give your angels charge over them and make a way when there seems to be no way. Anybody that's out there this morning that's feeling like they don't have a way, let them know that you are the way maker. Let them know that you are the promise keeper. Let them know that you are the truth, you are the light, you are the salvation, and you're the only way, and that you will make a way for them. If anybody's out there listening right now and they're brokenhearted and they feel like the world's falling apart, I want you to send your spirit out to their truck right now. I hope their arms are tingling right now with goosebumps and they feel your spirit in their truck. Let them know that you're right there with them and you've never left them and you're never forsake them. If there's one out there that doesn't know you, Jesus, let them pray this prayer. If you don't know God, you want to know him, say this prayer with me. Dear Jesus, I'm lost. I'm a sinner. Please forgive me for all the bad things I've done in my life. I know your son Jesus died on the cross for me, and he's forgiven my sins. When I die, I want to go to heaven and be with you and the Father, and I want to be there so I can see my family members. So please forgive me and let me be saved. If you believe that prayer in your heart right now, I believe that you are saved and you are called again. So go forth and try to become like Jesus every day. It's a daily struggle, but just keep going forward, trying to do right. Peter said, I die daily. Every day ask God to forgive you for your sins and try to be better and seek his face, and you change your ways. There's no telling what God will do for you. When God has done for me, I was a drug addict. I've been to prison twice, and God has changed my life. He's blessed me with a beautiful family and a home, a great company, and some great friends. And God can do it for you. You know, I haven't been perfect. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. But God has washed all that through his blood. And it's a great, great feeling knowing that my heart is right and that your heart's right when you get right with God. You know what I'm saying? Take this time, drivers, when you're driving to thank God and to pray and to listen. Like Thomas was talking about, he prays and he listens to, you know, to the Bible during the day. Take this time to do this and get a relationship with Jesus and talk to him in the car like you're talking to me. In the mornings I speak to him like he's right here. And you'll be amazed how your day goes. God bless every one of y'all. God bless you. Thank you for everything that you've done. It's Trucking Life with Shawn.